Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Silent Retreat. Liars Must Be Punished.
Directed by Ace Jordan, starring Donny Boaz, Devon Ogden, and Rebecca Summers. Silent Retreat is about a media company that gets away for the weekend. They go up to a lodge, and one of them goes missing. As the rest of the team go to find their missing colleague, they start to unravel the dark secrets of this lodge and find that it was once a mental institution that got shut down because of allegations of devious conduct. Now, what do we like?
I enjoyed all the characters in this film. I liked how each of them were a different type. Their acting was very well executed. We had our comedic relief character, we had our slut, we had our hero, though our douchebag was debatably a douchebag.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty nice guy.
There was a colorful cast, and I enjoyed them.
Yeah, definitely. For an indie horror like this, the acting was above average, which is great, because bad acting takes you out of movies. And to go along with that, considering that it was indie, the cinematography was really well done. They had nice locations. Like, altogether, the production value was top-notch.
Of all the characters in this film, I felt Teddy was the most relatable and enjoyable to see on screen. He's just an average guy who's like trying to get some and joking around.
Yeah, he was pretty straight up with like his insults and all the little one-line quips that he had. And they're exactly something that I would say, being part of a media company myself.
You only want them to take down WebSense so you can look at porn.
Whoa. It is not my fault the server crashes every time I try and download your sex tape.
You're gonna die.
I really enjoyed the story because it kept you guessing as to who the villain really was up until the very last moment in the final arc. They didn't really have red herrings, but they left a lot of clues for the audience to guess who was the killer and who the bad guy really was. And it played off the idea of you guessing if this was a paranormal movie or a psychological thriller.
So now what didn't we like? I wasn't a big fan of the final arc to this film. I think it was like paced really awkwardly because we had a bunch of different kinds of flashbacks. They seemed to want to give us more explanation than we really needed. Specifically in one scene where a girl is reading an entire newspaper article that seems to go on forever to explain what's really happening and what the asylum is. You know, there's other ways to get that information across without her sitting in an attic reading this paper for 4 minutes.
They touched on the idea at the beginning of the film with showing us what the asylum was right off the bat, and even just dropping subtle hints throughout the film, you kind of got the concept that this asylum and its staff was a shady place.
As all asylums are.
There were certain aspects of the story that I found to be too fake even for a film. Just the whole concept they were playing off of with Rita's character missing throughout the entire day, and they don't realize this till like midnight. Like, she went for a jog at like 8 in the morning. Normally people would notice around mid-afternoon.
If any of my friends are gone for more than an hour or two and like we're like up north, I'm gonna assume there's issues, and I'm not gonna wait till like I'm already drunk off wine to be like, maybe we'll find her in the morning. I don't know. I don't even think I'd remember her by then. Unless I was Teddy trying to get a piece. To go along with this, we had like the typical characters making bad decisions. Specifically, like I was saying with the girl reading the newspaper, when she discovers the news of a shady asylum, she tries to share the news, and nobody wants any of it. And everybody just kind of leaves and brushes her aside. And it happens twice. She's really trying to get this information to people, very crucial information to why this woman might be missing. And nah.
I don't know, my personal favorite is we see her listening to the tape recorder over and over again in the attic without headphones, and then when she decides to bring the box downstairs, all of a sudden, headphones? Why the sudden change? Because people are going to be fighting below that you need a reason to not hear it?
They added way too many little convenient things to just kind of get through the story and to have people in certain situations within the movie. Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings.
Silent Retreat is an interesting film in the sense that it will keep you guessing throughout the story as to what kind of film it actually is and who is actually doing all the killing, which kept me engaged, and I really enjoyed that. Though there are some really silly plot holes and character decisions that's going to pull you out of the film. The acting was on point, and I enjoyed all the characters. especially Teddy, because I thought he brought a certain charm to the film that I think a lot of you are really going to relate to and enjoy. So that being said, I'm going to give this film 3.5 oversized bowls of cereal out of 5.
Silent Retreat was a nice looking indie horror film that would be great if it was on Netflix. I don't think this is a movie that you should run out to buy, but it's definitely worth a watch. It's a nice little thriller, mystery kind of movie. While the reveal might not be the greatest at the end, it's still a good time up until that point. I didn't necessarily hate this movie, but I didn't love it either. It's just kind of, you know, pretty mediocre for me. So I'm gonna give this 2.5 creeping caretakers out of 5. As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film if you've seen it. If you haven't, then check out the description where we have links where you can find it. It's out by midnight releasing. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.